Hello everyone and welcome into a brand new Civilization 6 Gathering Storm Let's Play. We are playing today as Rome. If you're watching this on YouTube, I really hope you enjoy this Let's Play. You just gotta know that we are doing this live on twitch.tv/VanBradley. If you want to join the clan and catch the action live, that's where you gotta be. Otherwise, enjoy the VODs. We're gonna get going right away here. My intros tend to be a bit lengthy, so we'll just get into Rome before we talk about the start. Alright. Rome is a very interesting stiv. The reason why I'm playing Rome for this stream is that often new players come into the stream and ask me who they should play or how they should start learning Civilization, and Rome is the best civ to learn the game on, the best leader with the best abilities to just learn the game without having to overthink things. And so I thought I'd do a Rome game just to have a set of YouTube VODs that I can direct people to if they would like my opinion on how to learn Civilization. So the first thing we start with is Trajan's column. All cities start with an additional city center building. This is really important because you get early monuments, and the reason why that's good for newer players and good in general, but just good if you're learning the game, is it saves you something you have to build. There's already so much you gotta build and so much that's overwhelming and so much that you're learning that I think having the monuments just built for you just makes it easier. Also, that gives you early culture, and early culture means early policy cards, and early policy cards means that early game's just a little bit easier for you. All roads lead to Rome is great. All cities you found or conquer start with a trading post. This means that trade routes that run through it, specifically international ones that other players will send to you, will get a little more money, which is nice. If in trade route range of your capital, they also start with a road. Right, so this means your early game, you don't need to send trade routes between your cities to get the roads you need. So usually this really helps with just making early trading more simple, like more easy to understand without having to focus on the roads. You can kind of just focus on what you're getting from the actual trade route. And +1 gold for passing through trading posts in your own city. So these free trading posts we get give us a little bit of gold, which is nice. We get the Roman legions. The Roman legions are cool. They are swordsmen replacements, so a little bit early in the game you get them, and they're fun. They can repair broken or pillaged tiles, and they can build Roman forts, which is interesting. Not too crazy, it's just nice to have good swordsmen, because swordsmen are good early units, and that makes it easier if you're new to the game. And then the bath replaces the aqueduct. It's cheaper to build and stuff. That's not really why Rome's good. Rome's good because of the first two things. The bath is it's alright. It's fine, we'll probably use it. Now, this start, we are playing on a continents map, so there's going to be some continents with some islands in between. We actually already hit a continent split, so this is one continent, this is another one just down here, so that'll be nice and interesting. Being able to settle on 2 continents early is very good for amenities and era score. But what makes this start interesting to me is just how weird it is, right? You got lots of shallow water here. The settle on this tile is totally fine. I might want to settle the spices. I probably should settle the spices. We'll see what's over there. I'll move my builder 1 over and kind of see what I can see over there. Settling the spices means I have something early to trade, although I am more than happy to settle in place and do it that way as well. Also more than happy to move over 1, settle here. We also have an 3 potential aqueduct spots as well. So 3 potential bath spots if we want some fresh water. So that's nice. And yeah, it's just an interesting start. So let's move my builder over and see what I can see. So we get crabs over there. If I settle this spices, I get to work a 4-2 tile right away, which is really nice. It does mean we don't get this campus for a little bit, but I can be okay with that. Some good food on these hill tiles. I'm going to do that. I'm going to settle these spices. That's totally fine. Alright, so we have discovered a new continent. Again? Another new continent? Is that a 3rd continent? 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Alright, so that's interesting. We'll settle Rome here. Totally fine. We want to make sure Rome is working the 4 food 2 production tile. It does appear to be. We just want to make sure it's doing that because that'll help us produce a scout and get what we need to get in terms of growth. That's fine. In terms of what we want to work early, irrigation's obviously really nice. Animal husbandry is obviously really nice. We already get one of the spices to work from having settled the city there, so I think we'll go for animal husbandry first. Animal husbandry is also nice because we get a... What is it that we get? I believe we get a... It's horses, but it goes into archery. It goes into camps and stuff, so that's perfect. So we'll go for horses. That's totally fine. Allows harvesting of cattle, sheep, and deer, and that's exactly what we got right here. So perfect. I always build the scout first if I can. There's very few games where that's not really an option, so we're doing that. That's totally fine. There's not much we can explore here. We can't go over there yet. We are also, just so you guys know, we are playing on a continent map. We are playing on King difficulty. I have changed nothing about the map. It is small. It's a small map, so 5 other civs, 9 city-states. Disaster intensity is 1. Ooh, what a campus. All right, so immediately I see a good campus. One sec. So we're just going to add some tax. You want to do this as you see things. So in the early game especially, you're always just looking for things. We don't have a win condition, right? I don't know if this will be domination. I don't know if it'll be science. I don't know if it'll be culture. Hell, what if a Diplo victory comes up? Like, you just got to have everything. And so what you want to do is really think about your districts here, right? And so if I put a campus here, this is a great holy site right here as well. So we can put a holy site right here. Now that I've put... Right, if we want a holy site, maybe we don't want this, but you're just kind of pinning things that you see on the map, just so you don't forget about them, right? So if I put 2 districts vertically like this, it's hard to get another adjacency, right? Because mountains are blocking it, so this might not be the best government plaza city, is how I'm seeing this. Government plazas work best when you can put a bunch of districts around them, and this might not be the best for that. So it is worth noting. This is also going to be our harbor, right? So you could do harbor... Government Plaza, Theater Square, for instance, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 districts doesn't happen for a while, so you just got to think about these things. So now my mind is on, hey, maybe this isn't going to be the best Government Plaza city, which is totally fine. We're going to get another settler right away, unless I see something that tells me not to. So this early culture we get from the free monument is really, really helpful, because we get to... I'm going to put discipline in. I only have 1 scout, so I don't really want the double experience. I might need to fight barbs early, and I'd rather... If I had 2 scouts, I'd go for the scout experience, but I just have the 1. So we'll go for barbs right now. Luck will have it that this will give me a 2nd scout then, which would be very, very nice. That's exactly what I was worried about. +1 population, so that's really, really helpful.
I am fond of pigs.
So that +1 population will help us with the settler. Right, it'll minimize the kind of cost of the settler. So no horses we can see. We can start seeing some flatter tiles over here. Just a plains tile though, not a desert or anything crazy. I'm not seeing anyone we're going to need to attack early on, so I kind of want to go towards this campus, right? Sailing is great too to get builders working this stuff, but we'll get there. We don't need that immediately, although getting a galley down would be nice. I think getting a early campus right here will really boost our science, and from there we can go back and get sailing and whatnot. This scout's gonna have to wait a tick until this build or this warrior can come back, just the way the land is. That's all right though.
Every nation lives by exchange.
So we've got foreign trade. I'm open to the idea that craftsmanship would have been better, early production towards builders and units, just because we haven't met anyone for the trading. However, every single time I go craftsmanship, by the time I get foreign trade, it really feels bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm just being stupid or if I just play the game funny. I've just never liked it. And maybe that's just me being dumb.
No man ever wetted clay.
But that is a thing that I feel. So one of the reasons sailing would be good here, just so I can play devil's advocate to my own choice of going for the campus. The reason why I'm going for the campus is all of the early science will just make getting all of these things that I missed much quicker. So I think with sailing we miss out a little bit, but with most of these we'll get them equally as quickly, right, or quicker with the campus. Being able to allow builders to embark is really good, but getting up here shipbuilding where we can get all land units embarking is really helpful if we want to get settlers down to this continent here, which we want to do pretty quickly. This settler is going to follow this scout and find a lovely place to settle. And then we'll real quick, I think, just build another settler. I don't think there's a real reason not to build another settler. Let's get 3 good cities established. Really quickly. That's great to have 3 so early on in the game. Barbarians can't heal, so attacking this is totally worth it. We can just back off over the river if we need to heal. So it's totally fine. The 3rd attack will give us a promotion as well. So you just learn, you kind of learn these things over time, but a 3rd attack will just give us a promotion. So we can go through here. Promotion available, perfect. They're probably not going to attack us, so we can take the promo. And immediately we have a natural wonder over here that gives us culture and faith, which is amazing. So it looks like maybe going for a religion might be a thing.
Sight this must present in the wet season. Waterfalls
We got the
every
Uluru.
direction.
So while we're here, just in case there's some newer players in the game, let's just take a look at what the Uluru does. If you don't know about the Civilopedia, hit this, oh, not that button. Hit the question mark and you'll learn everything you need to know about civilization. 1 tile, Impassable Natural Wonder, provides +2 culture and +2 faith to adjacent tiles. Provides +4 appeal to adjacent tiles instead of the usual 2. So all of these, the high appeal tiles, will be good Earth Goddess tiles. Crazy. Earth Goddess is wild. So this is obviously a great city with an aqueduct potential here. There seems to be fresh water up here, so we'll probably settle on the fresh water. But that's really good to know. We're going to take this promotion before we kill him, just in case we lose the health. And we have China near us. So China... Ooh, Xi'an is really close. Alright, good thing we're getting this city up. They took the goody hut too. The turds. Yeah, we definitely want to get this city down. Take advantage of the Uluru. Oh, this poor scout. I think spawning just... -14 is pretty bad for loyalty, I'm not gonna lie. The 4 is better, and we can build an aqueduct. Right, you can build an aqueduct of this mountain if you settle right here. Yeah, we're gonna settle here and build an aqueduct with the mountain. I think is fine, so I'm just gonna attack that. And then we'll need to build a great bath here to make up for the lack of fresh water. That's kind of what you need to do. If you can't settle a city on fresh water, you do rather have to build an aqueduct pretty early on to minimize that. Alright, so they're just hammering it out. China's interesting. China's really good at early wonders, so now we know probably not best to go for some of the early wonders. Not that we were really going to anyway, but it is good to know that that's really not an option. I want to go for sailing. I want to go for holy sites. You know what? I think we have an opportunity to make religion work for us this game. Just in case, right? Like, we don't know that, but it won't hurt to try it. We're going to get to a pantheon a bit earlier than we normally would. Awesome. Right up here, so we got a road here for free because we're nice and close. I kind of want to do another scout, if I'm being honest. But a trader over to Xi'an is nice, so that trader. How's our gold econ? So 6.2 is better than the standard 5, so that's cool. Alright, so that's the encampment. Your reputation is forever tarnished. Alright, well, China's mad at us. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's fine. We didn't set out to make China love us. I'm going to try and get a 3rd city right here. You know what? I might buy another scout. Yeah, I'm going to take some of that gold we have. I'm going to buy another scout. I just have no idea what's best. Do I settle up here? Do I settle down here? I want to make sure I'm settling good cities. We don't need the faith in gold anymore. So we can put production towards settlers in. I think if we just spam settle early on, especially while we have high population in the capital, that might be worth it. I'm happy with keeping the barb policy in right now, though, just in case. Some desert here. Doesn't seem to me like a great Petra city. Yeah, no, I don't want to settle down here. I want to settle up here. Right, so buying that scout really just gave us that information. But hey, still good info to have. There are some horses right here. It looks like we want to head towards sailing really, really quickly. Once we get that nice campus down, we'll definitely do that. Do we want to head towards mysticism for the great profit points? Probably. We'll do mysticism and then that. We're going to get the mysticism boost for founding a pantheon. What are our... Oh, brilliant. All right, so we have a few really good options here. First is Earth Goddess. Earth Goddess is plus 2 faith for tiles with breathtaking appeal. So if we go to the appeal, where is that? So not settler, come on, appeal. Disgusting is in red, uninviting, yada yada. Those breathtaking tiles, look how many breathtaking tiles there are around. Right? Like Earth Goddess is just amazing for us for all the extra faith. Religious settlements is also really nice to get us another settler out and be able to settle as much of this as possible. Right? Is there anyone in chat? What do you guys want to go for? Do you guys have an opinion? We're definitely moving this guy up. There's a non-zero chance. Just putting another city right in the middle here feels really nice. I kind of want a city here and a city here too, ideally. I think Earth Goddess is probably best in the long run. Go for that. I'm already getting 50% production towards settlers. I think we do one more early settler before we put this campus down. I'm kind of interested in Pingala, honestly, for the extra early science. I think we'll go early Pingala this game, which is different than what we normally do. We normally do early Magnus or early Victor. Let's try early Pingala. Let's see how that feels. Right? I wanna try new things when I'm on stream. I don't just want to do the same stuff I always do, because that's really lame. So we'll take this scout down. I should promote it as well. Again, more good cities down here. Unless we meet another Civ, we might be pretty free to settle down here. We met Naval. We don't get that envoy because they met them first, but their quest is to recruit a great writer. That's going to take a while. Right, now do I want to settle this city in the middle? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there is some tiles in the middle that don't overlap. I might. I'm going to skip it one turn and see what's up here.
I don't believe in this. I like to say I practice militant mysticism.
Horses. That's exactly what I was looking for. So I'm actually going to settle this city up here. There's some fresh water right here. I think that's perfect. Yeah, fresh water next to a mountain. Decent campus. Probably a harbor as well. Like, that's all fine. Not the best city ever, but certainly not the worst. I do want to defend against China. I'm going to go for sailing first, though. I do think we really need to get sailing going. And I'm not going to say no to this +2 culture. So I'll use the envoy. Awesome. So not a whole lot over here, especially with the volcano. That makes me wary about settling here. Again, another volcano. So this whole area is pretty volcano prone. So you might want to skip over and settle down here. If you can. It does look like, though, we're just going to have to fully speed along. Oh, there's lots more land up here. Okay. See, this is good stuff to know. So, there's lots more land up here. We want to start settling up this way. This city in the middle would be really nice, but we have that land whenever we want it. We're going to move this warrior up to where we're most likely to fight, which is closer to China. Yeah, I think a coastal city with fresh water is perfect for us. Maybe not the best city ever. Maybe there's a better settle up here. But it's nice and close. We might get a road between it. Yeah, I want to settle on the fresh water. I really don't want to deal with this guy with the scout. So there is lots of good land to settle, but China will settle quickly. So we need to make sure we're getting that good land. I'm totally happy with this settle here. Absolutely fine. No big complaints. There might be another civ up here that's attacking the spearmen. We're not sure. Yeah, we got a road going, so that's awesome. I think this city can build a builder really quick. By the time that builder's done, we're going to have lots we want to improve, so that early builder will feel quite nice. And then there's more coast, so this is our little continent. And Cleopatra's here. Cleo and China. I've been watching a lot of Rome recently, and Cleo in that show is bananas. In a good way. Just the actress. So I was right, there was someone attacking Barb Camp. Oh, so Cleopatra's nice and close. So we're gonna run out of room pretty quickly, actually. That's interesting. Oh geez, what do I do? I kind of just need to head up to shipbuilding. Own 2 galleys. Let's do harbor into shipbuilding and hope our science gets us there really fast when we put this campus down. Yeah, we'll settle one more city in the general vicinity. Not exactly sure where. I think down here is probably safest, if I'm being honest. Probably won't get the road. That's probably too far away, but it is probably the safest.
It is equally important.
So I'm immediately thinking my government plaza is best used in these cities, right? If you put the government plaza right in the middle here, it gives you some adjacency bonuses for the other districts. Yeah, this is all heavy loyalty stuff. I would love to get a city in here, but I think just down here is the best. Easy to settle. No one's going to come and attack it, I don't think. We're getting this campus down right away. So we want to unpin this, and we want to buy that tile. So normally we would remove the woods from this tile with a builder, but we don't actually have that option. Why can I not build a campus there? Hello? Firaxis, why is this a thing? Pray confused. Why can I not build a campus there? Let's see if I can next turn. Let's go... I don't know. Let's go one turn into a builder and see if next turn it lets me build a campus. Oh, because the... Oh, right. I don't have mining. Never mind. I didn't realize you couldn't... Oh, I just said it out loud. You can't get rid of the woods without mining, even if you're not chopping it. Damn. You need mining anyway. Well, we're going for that then. That was so dumb of me. That's fine. While we get the builder, we'll go for mining and chop that out. That was the... Thanks, Cravelot. I literally just said the reason out loud, and it didn't click to me that that was also the reason. You need mining anyway. So we're learning something today, folks. You need mining regardless of whether you want to build over top of the woods. Yeah, so that's fine there. We're going to bring this warrior down to get rid of this encampment. And we'll settle our other city kind of down here, away from all the action. China will probably come here. Egypt, I don't know how stuck they are, but they'll probably try and come in this area. So that's fine. It's crazy how many hours you can put into this game and still learn something as basic as that. I just always go for mining first, or close to first, for defense. And so I'm never at a position where I'm trying to put districts down. We definitely probably... I think I want to send this one to China, if I'm being honest. Sending to China gives us a really nice road up here, and they've also been really good. We know they have a big military so far, and so they've been pretty good about clearing the barbarians. I worry if I send it to Naval, that if more barbs spawn in this area, that I won't be able to clear them. I have not been building units. We also got a glimpse of one of Egypt's unique units, so we know she's teched into it and is building it. With Egypt, you can go 2 different routes, and one of them leads you directly to your unique unit. And so she's gone for that early route, and we know she's done that because we saw it. So keep that in mind. As you're playing, you should observe these things as best as you can. We can kind of see what Egypt teched into, so we have to be a little bit worried up here that she might want to attack us based on what she teched into. So that's perfect. Let's do in Antium. I think the government plaza goes here, right? So immediately I don't see any great adjacencies. There's one mountain here. right? Which is obviously good for a campus. It's as best as you're going to get. Same with the holy site. What also makes the government plaza good on this side is that Iridium can use it as an adjacency bonus as well. If I put it down here, there's nowhere really for it to be used. And if I put it over here, there's not a lot of room to build districts. But if we smack it in the middle here, it is quite nice to have all of these districts, right? These are all pretty dead, useless tiles anyway. I'd either be chopping the woods or building something on top of the rainforest no matter what. So I think that makes a lot of sense. I think the government plaza just goes right here in the middle. Nope, that's a theater square. Come on, there it is. Right, and then we can put a campus here maybe, or, I don't know, campus, theater square. There's no river for a commercial hub, which kind of sucks. Right, I think in this city, ideally, you'd build your commercial hub on this river. But, hey, we'll figure it out. I think that government plaza goes there anyway. We just need a sneaky builder to get rid of the woods. With Pingala, I really don't go Pingala first often, so we're just trying it to see how it feels. So if this doesn't feel great, I apologize. But we're going to go for +1 science per citizen. Yeah, I want to build the government plaza, but I do want to chop the woods. We have no production here, and I can't afford a builder. I can afford a builder soonish. Go for the... I also don't have mining yet anyway. Go for a granary quick, and once we can afford the builder, we'll buy the builder. Right, maybe this builder can clear it out really quick for us too. We just want to get shipbuilding as fast as possible to kind of get out and explore this area with our settlers. We'll obviously be able to put galleys out whenever we can. This scout... Just come and scout down here. I know there's not much more. Yep, so China's going to come down here. That's what I thought they would do. They'll probably settle a third city here, depending on how much loyalty we can generate. I'd love to loyalty flip a Chinese city. They're very good militarily early and very good with early wonders. So they're typically much more annoying in the early game than they are in the late game. Cleopatra can just be annoying all the time. I don't know why her AI does that, but she can be really annoying. We've got mining. These are our two defensive ones we want to go for, but like I said, unless something really stops us, like unless they get really aggressive, I want to head, right? If we're first to explore these areas, we're first to settle them, and I'm a bit worried that either city-states will be here, or other civs will get there first. If, like, let's say Herald, or England, or any of those other naval civs. Dido comes to mind too. We want to make sure that we're there first, if we can be. 4-tile little lake there. Tundra, nothing fancy. Not enough tundra that you can do any fancy tundra stuff. We already didn't get Dance of the Aurora as our pantheon anyway. Right, so remember earlier when we talked about this volcano being maybe a bit of a problem for a city here? Between these two volcanoes, this one's already active, so it's just not a great... Like, the tiles suck, that's one problem. But just, if you see two volcanoes here, just think about whether you want to put your cities, like, in the middle of just two kind of death traps. You might end up in a Pompeii-esque situation. Alright, so let's chop this woods out. This will be our wood chopping builder. We'll chop out a granary for growth, maybe? No, chop out a galley so we can explore. Right, so here, so just for people who are kind of new to the game, who are just kind of hopping in for the first time, right? When you make these decisions, just know that there are multiple good options, right? Like, don't overthink it so much that you're not playing the game and having fun. If you chopped out a granary, your city would get more growth. It would get more housing. That's a fine option, right? If you chopped out a builder, you get to build more stuff. That's also, there's no terrible option for you if you're learning the game. Just try something and see if it feels good. I'm positive a galley is what I want to do because I prioritize exploring this first, but you might not. And you don't need to feel like I'm doing it the only, right? So I say these things out loud and I really think about what I'm doing, but I'm not doing that because the way I decide to do it is the only way to do it. There are many good options to chop out here, and I just want to see what's up. Because if this isn't good land to settle, I want to know that now, and maybe I do put a city under the volcanoes. Maybe I do sneak another city up here before China can. You are not worthy to bask in our... Oh, jeez. Cleopatra's... She's very much like the Cleopatra from the show Rome. Shout out to any Rome heads in the chat. What a good show. Yeah, we'll just kind of sneak up. We probably want to walk through China or Egypt and keep scouting that way. So when you chop woods, if you've never done it before, you chop woods and you just click the remove feature button and it gives you production. So now I only have 2 more turns for that galley. And then we're going to smack that campus down. The early, so let's update our early Pingala thing here. We're not building any wonders, and I definitely don't want 2 military slots, so this is kind of out of the options. Unit experience is really nice, right? And you get a nice, if you're starting out, almost every game you can go with oligarchy and feel really good about it. Unit experience is nice and easy. Combat strength is nice. Great person points are really nice for some civs as well. So Classic Royal Republic's also a good option. I'm going to go with oligarchy specifically for defense, right? Getting some extra combat strength, getting some unit experience, right? It gives us a much better pivot point into a war if these guys want to attack us, right? So we're not building another settler this minute, so we can get rid of the settler card. That's totally fine. We don't need faith and gold in the capital. We don't have that many trade routes. Plus 2 gold for trade routes is very rarely that worth it. We are building some builders though, so 30% production towards builders feels all right. But 1 production in all cities might be our best choice because our cities don't have a lot of production right now, and we know that because it was going to take 18 turns to get a builder. We want to sneak these great profit points in. I want to take the great profit. I don't know if we'll build a religion. Normally these purple cards really suck, but in this case, getting those early great profit points is nice because we don't have a holy site or a shrine. Also, good time to check if anyone else is going for great profits. No one has any points yet, so no one is going for the really early great profit. So we'll definitely get one. Right, if you see 4 other people already going for it or whatever, don't bother. Military tradition would be nice. Especially getting a great general if we need one, but I think drama and poetry theater squares are good. I want to open myself up to as many win conditions as possible. And getting early theater squares is good. If you want to go for a culture win. And we'll chop this tile out and put our government plaza down. We'll need to buy that tile first, but that's fine. We can do that. Alright, so my settlers over here. Ooh, Barbarian Scout too. We got a bit lucky. Where makes the most sense to settle here? I think you kind of want to take... There's no fresh water. There is some fresh water down here. If you settle on the fresh water down here, you end up with a bunch of these terrible desert tiles, though. And it's not enough that a Petra's worth, right? Yeah, so you definitely can't build a Petra here. The fresh water is nice. We also get nice aqueducts. So I think a coastal city right kind of in the middle here that can build a great bath, I think makes sense. We'll do that. We'll just mark that and we'll know we're putting a bath right there. Where is that? There it is. Yep, adjacent to the capital, adjacent to the mountain. Brilliant. This galley is coming right down and seeing if this is good settleable land, and this campus is going straight down. That's a +4 campus. Feels really, really nice. Early Pingala returns look pretty good. We were doing almost nothing for science per turn, and now we're sticking ahead of the pack, which is awesome. Kind of exactly what you want to do. They've got a warrior and a few builders, but we're not seeing anything too threatening, right? So far, just some warriors. Right, that could change really, really quickly. And we just beat. That was lucky. So now we're losing loyalty here. 11 turns. We're going to need to put a governor here. So we'll keep that in mind. Maybe we need to move Pingala over. We get an early monument, which is, or a free monument. Monuments help with loyalty, so that's really nice. We did get a road. We don't have encampments yet. I do kind of want to build an encampment here, so I'm going to build a granary. I do want to build an encampment along a road in at least one of our cities. All right, so this looks like settleable. Not great, but settleable.
And all I ask is a tall ship.
Right, and settleable. Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, this isn't great. But again, no one else is going to take this from us, so settleable, right? Build an iridium. Again, an encampment. An encampment right here in the middle would feel really good too. That's not really an option. This harbor is not great. +2. Ideal. Usually get a better harbor than that. I do think we need some units. So I'm actually going to build a... I'll build a warrior, because that'll upgrade into our legion. I would build a slinger, but I don't think archers are in the cards for a minute. I'll grab these early horses, though. These early horses will help pivot to those units if we want. We also might be able to sell horses. China's mad at us, but I think it's time. I think these guys will have enough money now that selling our spices might be an option. 4 gold for 30 turns is totally fine. Remember, that's one of the reasons why we settled on top of the spices too. Usually if you trade too early, the AI, especially if you're not playing on a higher level where they have more money, doesn't have enough money to make it worth it. So you kind of have to wait a few turns. We'll buy that tile for the government plaza, and we will cut that out. So that granary is complete now, because we got that production. We're going to throw that government plaza right down here. Awesome. So in terms of settling, right, none of this is great land. And so this might be our next best option, which is good to know. What do I want to build next? What's my big priority here? We're going to build a harbor here, which makes the district here really nice. So I can build on this sheep. And the whales will give us more food in the capital, so maybe that's a good option. Again, not great land. I think this is worse than this. But that's fine. Not all land can be great. We don't have irrigation yet, or obviously these olives would feel really nice. Still have 1 build left. Alright, so we know our districts are going to come up around this area, kind of beside the government plaza. So I don't mind building the farms down here. This could be a possible farm triangle. But building the farms on these tiles that were working anyways feels pretty good. Because we want our city to work culture and faith. Right? Yeah, you just keep scouting around. Ah, so they're going to build a settler right here. Cool. I'm going to try and block them a little bit. Alright, so we know this is what this is. So we'll head up this way and see what else is around Rome. I don't mind that. Add a little bit of food to a good tile.
Oh, it's a big mistake.
I'd prefer to go for the olives, but not an option right now. And we'll get plenty more builders. That's fine. Another governor tile, really important, especially if the city keeps losing loyalty. We're down to 4 turns. I'm just going to move Pingala over. It does hurt our science a little bit, but we can't risk losing the city completely. We just need these cities to grow a little bit to make that better, hey? Fortify up there. Where's that settler going? I saw them with the settler. I know they're doing it. I know that's their game plan. So we want to build our district kind of around this government plaza. That's why it's going down there. A campus right here feels pretty good. Right, and so maybe buying this tile, 75 gold. Bring our campus down. We can't clear... Oh, I can't clear that yet either. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I can usually build on rainforest pretty early. We're learning a lot here. That's fine. Not ideal, but totally fine. I think building a harbor then's good. I still want to put my campus there, so buying the tile is not the worst. Yeah, I think a harbor's pretty good. There's nowhere... If we build a harbor here, we don't need to feel bad about not building a commercial hub. So but getting to lighthouses and commercial posts, or is it... No, not commercial hubs, markets pretty early is good for the extra trade routes. So I don't want to delay too long if I know I want to go for lighthouses. Wait, so we're going to get a governor tile soon. 6 turns. More rebellion? Yeah, that's really not good. That is really, really not good. Oh, are they going to settle right there? Wow. Bold move. I mean, I don't really care about that land, so that's fine. Interesting, though. Makes this encampment really good. This builder can actually come over here and maybe put something down to give it. 4 turns. You're growing in 6. I'm gonna save this envoy because I don't actually have anything that would benefit from putting it in non-modal. Can I buy a granary here? Definitely not. 60. Well, this is indeed an issue. Okay, we have another governor tile. I mean, it's not really going to help that much, but... I think early Magnus still feels alright. We are going to be chopping a little. I think we point early Magnus, maybe in Iridium. I think actually we point it in Ravenna. We want to put Pingala back in Rome for his effectiveness there. I don't think we really need the library. That's a lot of science just from the adjacency. We want that early holy site. We're getting so much faith without it. Kind of okay without it. We do need it to get our great profit though. Maybe that's worth it. 1, 2, 3. So we can't build a holy site there. Put it right here though on top of the... Really need something here to boost population. We could remove the wheat. Can't afford a builder though. Damn. Can I afford... See, it's going down +5 per turn though. Oh dear me. Are we gonna lose it early? Yeah, we just went a little too far. The city's also losing loyalty too. That seems more strange to me. This I get, I suppose. Well then, that's not ideal. The library is the best way to go. Granary will help it grow quicker, so Iridium has more help. I don't think we're going to be able to spam settlers, but I don't think we need Warlord's Throne. I think Ancestral Hall is still the best, so we'll go with that. Whoop, Golden Age, will that help with loyalty? I mean, it will help with loyalty. There we go. Okay, so we got a Golden Age. That kind of saved us. That definitely saved us. May purchase civilian units with faith. All right, guys. So what we have right here is a huge moment. After this, we're going to cut the YouTube video. But when you're making this choice, free inquiry is always great. You can go for it. But since we have +16 faith per turn and 440 faith kind of stored up, we're going to go for Monumentality. Monumentality, if you're not going for a religion early, you can pretty much unlimited spam settlers and builders and traders. Right? So we're going to chop this, harvest this food. And so what I mean by that is now that we've done that, I can go to Rome or any city and I can go purchase with faith, and I have settlers for 235, which is great, and builders for 80. So you can kind of just spam them out, getting 15 per turn. By the time this era ends, we'll be able to get 3, 4, 5 settlers and 3, 4, 5 builders. No problem. So we can settle, if we want to help with population or loyalty, we can settle one in the middle. We can settle one down here. You can settle 1, 2, 3 cities. You can kind of just do whatever you want with Monumentality if you get it early with this much faith. So we're cruising. This is great. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this episode on YouTube. If you're hanging out on Twitch, thank you for being here. I'm glad you are enjoying this so far. We are going to cut the YouTube video, but on Twitch, we are sticking around, so feel free to stick around to catch the next part of this game. Thank you guys so much for watching over on YouTube. If you enjoyed it, feel free to click that like button so others can discover the series and it just like we did. Also, if you click that subscribe button, you will get notified when we post our next Civilization Let's Play. We post them almost every day, so that's something for you to look forward to. Otherwise, we have Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. If you like any of those 3 things, those links are in the description below. And I think that's it, so I'll see you in the next one.